Happy anniversary!
Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, welcome to a new episode of the A Cup of Soda podcast. Yes, we're back. Oh, it's been a hot minute.
It's been 100 years.
Yeah, it's been
Good thing I took a shot of this Kool-Aid
this Kool-Aid.
for
Yeah, you're
YouTube
freaking.
monitoring reasons.
Yeah, no. I hope you guys have been enjoying my little music that I've been posting, on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, new music videos. I was in the Eyes Wide Open music video as well as the Painted Tears music video.
Always present.
She's always there. So yeah, last time you were here, it was New Year's. It was like New Year's time. And then yeah, I don't know if you wanna
Recap?
recap what happened, the aftermath of that
Shoo.
episode.
Oh yeah, shit. That was like in the beginning of the year. I didn't
That
even
was
realize.
that was very in the beginning of the year. Yeah.
Okay, TDLR.
What? What's that even mean?
Do you know when YouTubers say TDLR or whatever?
I don't know what that means.
The day's total rundown. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'm just making
Not
it
the
up.
abbreviation.
So we talked a bit on that podcast about the past and problems from the past with a few problematic people.
AKA roommates.
Oh, and roommates too.
Yeah,
ex-roommates,
that's what the episode was about. Was our
primarily
roommates.
the basis of it, and
Yeah.
then in between the cracks of that conversation, people of your past came up because we were just talking.
Yeah.
It reached the target audience, I guess. And if the shoe fits, the shoe fits.
Yeah.
So I really wonder what kind of slurs they're gonna come up with for the both of us, and then
Yeah.
deny it. I don't know.
It
So
honestly, like, I already said my piece in the last episode, kind of like addressing everything, but I'm such in speculation mode where I'm like, why now? Like, you
Yeah.
had ample amount of time to do all this and you didn't. But now that I actually have moved on, you try to bring this shit back up, and I'm like, are you serious?
I just think it's people being bored.
Yeah.
I mean, there's legit digital footprint evidence of such
Oh.
and such and what you've like brought up.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
that's literally like, I have so much shit on them.
Yeah.
Because like they make it like it's so obvious. Like, I've noticed they will constantly delete things.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the
And
thing.
it's just like,
If you're gonna be a bigot and a coward, then just own it.
yeah.
If I was a bigot and a coward, I would be proud. I don't know. I have nothing else going for my life. I'm going to freaking incel seminars
Incel seminars
of
is crazy.
such and such. Hey man, if the shoe fits,
Yeah.
if you got nothing better to do with your life, bitches be bald out here with full faces of beards, calling other men is gay as hell, and I'm gay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, no. I think the whole Discord on just a guy, like, group of guys thinking that they're like the big shots. It's kind of sad, honestly.
it's entertaining though.
It is entertaining to watch and to see, but it's also very sad
Very
because you're like, I know I've told you about it. It was the brother of the guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Which
the whole,
even more pathetic.
it was so pathetic.
Like, shouldn't you be in school or some shit like that?
I don't know. I don't know how old he is, but I know he's old enough to know better. But yeah, no, the whole thing of like degrading women is kind of crazy. Like, just saying, calling me Emily, that's kind of crazy.
As if that's gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah, like,
if you're gonna be so dumb, be creative.
I was like, oh wow, that's so creative. I'm surprised you didn't say Amelia or something.
Right.
Like, that's another one that you could have said, but I guess Emily, which is crazy because
Yeah.
that's a sister name.
Shout
so,
out
like,
to your sister.
yeah, so like, yeah, I have that
Yeah.
tattooed, so Emily's right there. Like, that's.
But to be fair,
He manifested it.
there's nothing they can't say to you that you haven't heard before. So it's
Oh yeah,
like,
definitely. Like,
the bar is really high.
the
and
bar
it's
is
like
very high.
they,
You
they,
have to be very creative.
They didn't even scratch the surface. They just broke through the earth because they're buried deep down, and that's fucking sad.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of fun. Like, I was enjoying humiliating them because it was very humiliating just to like show how pathetic
Very.
you guys were. Like, it was really sad.
And what's the bet that that brother won't receive this because you know they're gonna watch his video like
Oh,
vultures,
hi.
you know. And I'm sure I'm gonna send it straight to his brother, and brother's gonna come running into your replies, adding you and
That
shit. Like that's
honestly,
embarrassing.
it's it's actually really, it's like, okay, I don't expect them to actually have the balls to go and like start shit, but it is interesting to see that these people are are lurking, um kind of creepy a little bit, just
Very.
like, ooh, okay, I hope you enjoy what I got.
Mm-hmm.
um and yeah, I mean, it is whatever. I'm sure they hate watch me, and I honestly, I'm guilty of doing that too. I used to hate watch all the time. I don't do that anymore, but I remember hate watching, um mainly because they were talking shit unpromptly. I'm talking shit because you guys literally started this shit, and I get to talk my shit because at that point I have taken enough of your bullshit
Mm-hmm.
for like the past 5 years. And that's another thing I want to get into is, since it's been 5 years, I started this podcast because ex friends of mine, we started a podcast together called the Under Your Bed Podcast. And I know I've mentioned this before, but that I wasn't really being heard in that podcast, and I was encouraged by a mutual friend at the time. They were friends with them too. That, hey, I noticed that like they kind of talk over you, this and that, so you should like start your own. So that's where the A Cup of Soda kind of emerged from. Was from a podcast that I wasn't really being seen in,
Mm-hmm.
to branching out doing my own thing, and then evolving from there to now. Um, the last 5 years have been crazy. 2021, the start of their podcast, um, that does no longer exist. So I think that's kind of funny.
That is very funny.
Did you ever get to watch it?
Oh, what? Your cup of podcast?
No,
Cup of
no,
soda?
not the Cup of Soda. Their
Oh,
podcast.
hell no! I didn't want to lose brain cells.
Oh my god, I
The
lost
one
so
clip
many
you
brain
showed
cells.
me, I just found it funny. I wasn't even angry. I wasn't even upset because I feel like they mainly say things to rage bait, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
even more sad.
that was the thing. They were,
Like,
oh my god, they were smiling ear to ear trying to
yes,
rage bait. It
but
was
it,
ridiculous.
it's even so. There's only two things I think about like people like that. It's either number one, you would never say that type of things or stuff that they've said in that video to
Mm-hmm.
the women in your life. Or if you do have women in your life that care or don't care about what you say, then it's even more pathetic for everybody else involved. So it's just like it's like you watch that video and it's like watching a Trump speech. You just lose brain cells. You
Yeah,
feel
no.
yourself getting dumber.
Yeah, no, I lost so many brain cells listening to their arguments. I literally had to take an Advil one time just trying to
Ooh.
one time trying to break down everything, cuz they did an episode on
Yeah.
trans people,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, speaking of that, so why did one of them that was very transphobic call me a turf in the last thing when I that had nothing to do with trans people?"
They're just using words
They were
they
just
just
using
learned.
words, and I get I don't want to address it, but I do. So
Yeah, you could dress it, you know.
yeah, I would address it. I don't care. So I was left two hate comments in my
Mhm.
last episode where
Oh
I
yeah.
like let everything out. And to that I would just say I find it crazy the victimhood that you guys have now on this. Trying to say that I'm now racist for some reason when nothing about race was like even mentioned. Or like the only, and like he said that I'm all for the LGBT, which I am.
Period.
Um, but because I question his sexuality in it, and I'm like,
Shoot.
cause it's very suspicious what he's doing, so that's why I'm questioning his
Hey,
sexuality.
you could be gay and be a dumb bitch at the same time. It's not
Yeah,
exclusive.
it's not exclusive.
Just because you're part of the LGBT doesn't mean that we condone that shit. So,
Yeah, no.
like, but that's even funny because all of a sudden, allegedly, you know, if he is, then okay, I guess. But it's just funny because they're terrible people and they're homophobes and all that. Like, so
Yeah,
it's
no.
like,
The homophobia is
But
rampant.
it kind of makes sense because people that are like that tend to be closeted. So
Yeah.
it's like if you're unhappy with yourself, maybe you should go to therapy and just go seek solitude or some shit so you can find yourself. Grown
Find
ass
yourself.
men, by the way.
Yeah, 26, I might ask. Oh, and another thing which gave me the spooks was at the end of his little coke rant in my comment
Not the
section.
coke rant.
He had a coke rant in the comment sections. He plugged his YouTube channel. I went and looked it up, and it jump scared me. I was like, "Oh my god, this is real! What the fuck?" I was like, "What is he doing?" And then I only watched like a few because it's reels. He doesn't really post like actual videos.
Oh, he's trying to get that YouTube revenue.
He's trying to get that YouTube review, and I'm like, "Damn, I once respected you, and you went down. You do food reviews now."
I'm sure he even.
Your creativity went down the drain. You just do
That's
food
bottom
reviews
of
now.
the barrel, bro.
Bottom of the barrel. That's close. That's next to mukbangs. And I
And
love
that,
a mukbang.
that's no like
but
diss to people that do that because make your bread, but it's a diss to you because that's the type of people that you are
yeah.
and the high esteem that you so.
You used to be a
Yeah.
creative, making creative content, and then you lost all your friends, and decided I'm gonna still do social media and just do food because that's all I can do by
Crazy
myself.
work. That kind of like dispels what I was gonna say next because I was just like maybe those comments they added all those like annoying dumb comments because they wanted to erase digital footprints because I'm sure if they have a job allegedly then if their employers ever got wind of stuff like this you would get fired.
Oh, you're right.
You would get fired. But
I didn't even think of that.
but doing a deep dive into like one of the two people finding out about the incel seminars that like he goes to, it makes sense that he might be jobless. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
So-
it was giving jobless behavior.
And before they come for you for making fun of people that don't have a job, that's not what we're doing. We're just making fun of you.
Yeah, no,
That's it.
this is no diss to people that don't have jobs. This is literally just a diss to them. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I find it like interesting that you say that about the job thing because it also reminded me that they mentioned that I was trying to ruin their reputation. Um, to answer that, I can't ruin a reputation without like the only way I'm ruining a reputation is showing people who you truly are, and that's on you at that point. It's not me. It's on you because you're doing bad things or you're saying bad things, and then you expect to not be called out for it, and that's kind of funny coming from you, especially because you claim to be all for accountability, yet you take none. That's why I exposed your brother and showed everyone your text messages. Well, his text messages. Because I thought it was funny and like shows how misogynistic he is.
Mm-hmm.
And homophobic and stuff. Like it was just it was a whole thing. All that was really stupid and pointless. Showed that, and then what else? Oh yeah, and then I remember this was last year. I posted that clip of their podcast
Yeah.
on my story.
Evidence. Yeah.
Basically evidence because the internet's forever. I showed that clip of them calling my name. I didn't even like all I wrote was never got an apology. That's all I wrote in there.
Yeah.
And he messages me and calls me a bitch and all this stuff.
That you
And
still have proof of.
I still have proof of. I have
Yeah.
everything. I have everything screen recorded, everything. So they can try to wipe everything and I'll still have it. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, anyways, I explained that I was just showing them something.
Mm-hmm.
I was showing everybody who you guys are. And he's saying that I'm spreading negativity. I'm like, all I said was I didn't get an apology. How is that negative? I let you say everything. So all that negative stuff, that was all you. So it doesn't make sense to where you're making me look bad, but I'm not saying anything that you're not saying. Like I'm not making things up. That's the point. Like
Yeah.
so if you're if you're thinking you're looking bad, maybe you should do some self-reflection.
Ooh. And the thing is too, like, we're not mentioning names, and we didn't mention names in the last one too. So this is like this could easily be ignored. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to look at this video. You don't have to give two shits about this. Excuse my language.
You
So
could
it's like,
curse.
oh, I didn't want to get you demonetized. I'm kidding.
Dude, I'm not even monetized.
Oh,
You got to rub in my face.
testing. But like I'm saying though, like no names are called,
Mm-hmm.
but obviously the people that were affected somehow got affected for no reason. It's years past. You're allowed to speak your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if this was like years in the future, it's
Yeah.
like it's not a big deal. You're just
Also,
talking.
the only reason why I even brought it up that first time last year was because it was on the anniversary of when they did it.
Exactly. And it's what you choose to do at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah,
it's whatever.
like
So
it
it's
was more
like,
of a joke, if anything. I wasn't even
right.
trying to start shit. I was more of like, never gonna apology.
They
Like,
could have easily ignored it and go on with their lives. And they could
Mhm.
do it with the same hair after they watch this video, after you post it, because
Yeah.
they're going to be lurking. And again, you could just move on with your lives. It's not a big deal. But it's the fact that people were denying, leaving comments like that, then blowing up your phone and
Oh
trying
my
to
God,
be
yeah.
like this peaceful, like, or whatever the hell he was doing.
He was not peaceful.
Whatever the hell he was
He was
doing.
like, shut up.
Yeah,
I'm
his
talking.
passive
Real men-
aggressiveness,
real-
whatever the fuck that
real
little
men are
thing is,
talking.
it was cute, is what it was. But yeah, that real man was talking bullshit. Only pussies say that. I'm sorry, you're
That shit
like
was so
you
funny.
you are a real man, but you go to an incel seminar, not to bring it up again, to hear another man talk to you about what you should do in life. Real men don't need to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Real men are real men.
Yeah, I think I've talked about that before. I don't remember if I have, but yeah, that's another thing. Like, I feel like if you're like you say masculine is natural and this and that, so you would already know what to do. You don't need like another quote unquote masculine guy to tell you what to do. If
Yeah,
you're,
that's
I'm like that
pussy
means you're
behavior.
lost and you don't have any guy like you don't
Yeah.
have any like you don't must not have that
Yeah.
in your life.
Normally-
that you have to look for it online,
Normally-
especially like Andrew Tate and shit like that.
Exactly. Normally, I wouldn't like shame people that are seeking guidance, but it's like you're seeking guidance in the obvious wrong way,
Mhm.
and obviously
It's because
child
it
can call
benefits
that out.
them.
Exactly, and it's like, I don't know. Anyways, before
It's
I
like
go on that
bias.
road, but yeah, they did that. They denied all that, but like you said, linked their page. Literally did nothing to masquerade their identities, and then proceed to like dox you in your DMs about how they know where you live. Like,
yeah.
motherfucker, that does not scare anybody. Like, you could easily Google your name and find where you live.
Yeah.
It works for both ways. So if they ever try to like do that shit where like, oh, you're like hate speech or whatever, you're defaming us. Well, if they are ever extra, I'm like, I'll take you to court. That shit is so fucking stupid because I can see that.
First of all, he tried that with the
So stupid.
trying to threaten lawyers.
But he would be going to jail because he's the one that doxed you to yourself.
Yeah, he's the one who.
Are you
I have the
stupid?
video recording of you threatening to pull up. So
Right, dude. Like,
thank God our roommate recorded that.
That is true.
Because I didn't even think to record.
Look, I wasn't
But-
even like taking him serious because even if you did pull up, girl, like, how are you getting in? Who are you fighting,
Who the
bro?
fuck is letting you in?
Like,
Yeah,
you
no.
don't
If
even know
you
these
pull
people.
up to my house, there's gonna be, like I'm going to make sure I film it. I'm going to make sure you get a restraining order
It's so
because
stupid.
I do not want to deal with you. And yeah, like people have been telling me to get a restraining order because it is harassment,
That
and
is true.
you're harassing me in all kinds of ways. You kept
Mhm.
calling me. You called me through someone else's someone else's account,
Very weird.
which is fucking weird.
Weird behavior.
That's like weird ass behavior.
Mhm.
I'm so glad you got to witness a lot of this drama too.
I did.
Because-
Yeah. I was living for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Like it was honestly it was so funny. I was entertained for most of it. I was annoyed, of course, because my day was being bothered, but I was also entertained because I was
Yeah.
like, these people are so pressed, are so upset
Mm-hmm.
with me calling them out, but
And
then they call themselves like men that take accountability and like whatever, and that's all I'm doing is holding you accountable for your actions, and you don't like it. So
Also, free speech is not a crime. It's not like it's hate speech. So you
Yeah.
saying all this right now, it's not a crime. So before they like,
I'm not like nothing I'm saying. First, I'm not saying your
for
name.
the record.
For the record,
Yeah.
first I'm not saying your name. Second, even if I was saying your name, I have a bunch of evidence that will prove what I'm saying. So there's nothing that will be defaming you. You're doing it to yourself. So you're lucky I'm not saying your name, because I could easily say your name and quote unquote ruin whatever. But then again, like that was another thing that really boggled my mind. The brother was like, "Oh, you're trying to ruin a successful YouTuber's thing." I'm like, first of all, the dude has like 600 subscribers for the last maybe 5 6 years. Okay, 600. You're not even at 1K that you claim you wanted to be
Ooh.
since like 10 years ago.
Watch him buy followers now because you said that.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, you've been at the road to 1K for the last 10 years.
Maybe
Um,
he lost his way to the road. I don't know. He's crawling through the jungle
yeah,
right
he's
now.
crawling to the jungle right now, or not even. He's crawling through the pits of hell. But see, he'll come at me for my subscriber count, and that's fine. I know I have a low subscriber count, but at least I get views and engagement, and people actually enjoy and see
Yeah.
the things I
At
create.
least your stuff is authentic.
And my things are authentic. Like after all this shit went down, I went to take a look at his page. Shit is ass.
Mm-hmm.
Shit is boring. You're just sitting there talking to the camera. I do that, and I do that for fun. I do this for like fun entertainment. I don't take this shit that serious. Um, but I actually create things. I actually sit down, plan my notes, do all my things, and then create for the internet. Even if no one watches, I put a lot of effort into what I make. This is fun and easy. This is whatever. But when I actually do make stuff, I make stuff and I do a lot of the writing, do a lot of the producing, editing, all that jazz, acting, everything. So like your work is very bottom of the barrel work that you do on your YouTube channel, and you expect people to like it. You got 13K on a video because you were reviewing a skateboard, and that's when you peaked, and that was 5 years ago. You peaked at 5 years ago for a skateboard review. You're not successful. You're just a dude with a camera that has a huge ego. That's it.
Crazy.
Right? Like it's literally like, dude. And then one of my friends told me that because he does videography too, which is so funny because I remember when we were all friends, I was like, damn, this dude's not good with a camera. This dude will be shaky as fuck. And I'm like, oh my god, this man does not know how to hold the camera. Yeah, I'm sure you've gotten better. I don't like you have other people film your shit for you, but or you're on a tripod, uh, but damn, what was I going with that? I lost my train of thought because I was in a roll, but damn, what was I gonna say? All right, shaky ass camera. So he charges now like 3K for a video. I'm like,
Wait, who does? The one that called you out or whatever? The one that made
the one that called the phone.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's the one that also left very insensitive comments in the comment section. For if you're gonna play that game, putting your name out there will ruin everything in your life.
You know what's funny? The other friend freaking said his name in the comment section and called him homeless.
Your friend freaking doxed you, dude. Like, what the hell?
I didn't even say names in that video.
Dude, your friend was coming for you. Like, what the hell is that story?
What's funny is like they're not even friends supposedly.
So why is he speaking for you? That's gay as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
That's gay as hell, bro.
I really don't know. Yeah, that's the whole thing. But yeah, I don't want the whole podcast to be about them. But
yeah, I mean we're gonna be editing it anyways.
Well, yeah, I'll edit some of it. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, this episode, like, I want to also talk about like Gen Z and Gen Alpha.
We can do a transition if you want.
Yeah.
Transition.
All right. So the next topic, is about Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and Gen Beta, and also millennials. So I want to start with the millennials and Gen Z teachers. I don't know if you heard about like how Gen Alpha is struggling to read and write and like do anything.
I saw a video about it. It was very sad, and honestly the parents and the school and the government failed everyone. Because what do you mean you're like, I saw the video of this one girl. She couldn't, like, no hate to her, but she was in a sophomore and she couldn't read gauge. She couldn't read like words that we could like pronounce, and it's very disheartening because like, what the hell, you just dumbing these kids down on purpose? And what the fuck are you doing as parents, bro? You just pop them out and then leave them?
Yeah, I would say COVID did do a big number on like at least the younger kids.
Yeah.
Because like the ones that are like 4 or 5, they had like kindergarten, first grade, um, online on a screen, so they didn't get the socialness of it, and like a lot of them are like kind of hermits now, like the kids.
Yeah.
I think that I don't even know what age they would be now. I think they'll be like, what, 6-year-olds or like what, second grade?
Oof. Probably. I can't even think.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think.
second or third.
Damn, that's crazy. No, not third. I don't
Oh,
think
it's
so. I
too.
think it's like second.
Second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be having kids if you can't raise them properly or have time to like sit down and like socialize with them. Because it's like, yeah, why are you just giving them iPads and like making them iPad babies and such? And like, you could have technology and still have that social aspect in your life. We grew up with that. We didn't grow up with freaking like bricks. Like, 2000s was the new coming of technology.
Yeah,
We just didn't have AI and shit like that.
yeah, that was another thing I wanted to like talk about was the fact that like it's so funny because I like this is like, yeah, we're getting serious with the kids, but I want to like get to like the nostalgia and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you consider yourself in terms of like the type of Gen Z? Would you consider yourself like a Zillennial
Hell no.
or what?
I don't want to be associated with that. No
I think
disrespect.
I feel like I'm more a Zillennial,
Yeah.
if anything, because I grew up with young millennials, which I have some beef with some young millennials
Ooh.
because not in personal,
Let me
but
take a
like
shot.
in yeah, take your shot.
Yeah.
Take a shot of what was it?
Smirnoff?
No, what was the thing you
Oh,
called
shoot.
it?
Edit that out. Kool-Aid.
I'm not editing that out. I'm gonna let them hear that. No, but yeah, no. I have beef with like the millennials on TikTok and shit like that. And the reason why is because they're constantly putting down the Gen Z, calling them like lazy, calling them ungrateful, calling them all these like different things. And I'm like, and also calling them babies and stuff like that, or like they don't understand the world and like whatever. I'm like, first of all, you're like 5 years older than me. That's not a big time gump. You hear me? Big time jump. Okay,
Yeah.
like you were 5 years old when I was born. Sit down. It is not that serious.
Yeah.
So it's weird to kind of see how like millennials and Gen Z kind of fight with each other, um, and like I'm like what, the third year Gen Z, because I was born in 2000, and like Gen Z starts at 1997. Yeah, 1997. Oh wait, 7, 8, 9.
I think you.
Okay, I'm the fourth year. Okay, I'm the fourth year. I thought it was 1998 for some reason, but it's 1997. So yeah, so I'm the fourth year of Gen Z, and I got to like grow up with like all of, like the golden age of like Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. I grew up in the golden era of like TV and television and the internet because I was also around for MySpace, which I had a MySpace. So I was there for like early social media. I did not have a Facebook when Facebook came out. Um, I got it like in 2013 or no, 2014. Um, but I was there for like the age of technology growing, um, and I got to watch it grow because like um, we had like those big ass house computers in 2005, and I remember it because like I remember moving to like North Carolina, and doing all this stuff in 2005, and like I grew up in the 2000s, which my mother, she was born in the 80s, and she does not claim to be an 80s baby. She claims to be a 90s baby.
Crazy.
I'm like, Mom, you're an 80s
That's
baby.
not how it works. But the 80s was a good time though.
I know, right?
It's not the golden era.
She's like, well, I like, I was a kid and like I was a baby in the 80s. I'm like, you were born in 83.
Damn, girl, you had 7 years.
Exactly. I was like, Mom, like if I can be born 2000 and remember all of the 2000s, I think you can remember all of the 80s or most of the 80s.
She just wants to feel young.
She does, cause like,
Yeah.
cause she's like, I'm a 90s kid. I'm like, Mom,
You
you're an
technically
80s
were,
kid.
but you're also an 80s kid.
You're like a tween in the 90s.
Yeah.
/ teenager in the 90s.
She literally grew up with slasher horror movies.
Yeah,
They didn't have that in
the
the
golden
70s.
age of slasher movies was in the
Yeah.
80s.
There's nothing
And,
to be ashamed of.
which is
Yeah.
crazy. Like, another thing that I want to talk about is like just how crazy time has been.
Yeah.
Because when we were born, the 80s was 20 years ago.
Now that's forever ago.
Now it's like 40 plus years ago, which is fine. But like, we are living in our 80s right now
True.
for the new generation.
Yeah.
Like when they think of 2000, that's like their like our 80s.
Just the other day, I saw a pregnant lady at my store. I was like, damn. That baby is...
That's crazy. Damn.
If that baby is born, I'm gonna probably be in fucking a wheelchair or like a walker. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, it is fascinating
Yeah.
seeing like the new generation and stuff. I have a sister who's, I believe, Gen Beta. Either
Crazy.
wait, born 2023. Is that Gen Beta? No, that's Gen Alpha still.
2023 is a crazy year to be born though. You missed like everything. I know everyone said that. That's a joke that's been like ran through. Yeah, but it's like it's true. What's the whole point? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there was no events happening in 2023 like that.
They literally missed COVID too. Like,
yeah, they missed COVID. They missed
Fuck.
9/11. They missed the market crash. You know, they missed everything.
They missed the recession, the 2008 Obama recession.
Exactly. They missed Michael Jackson dying. You know, they just missed everything.
They're missing the BTS tour.
They're missing the BTS tour.
But to go back to your question, I feel like I associate more with Gen Z, only because not a lot of people would like take in our Gen Z or whatever you call it with grace. They actually hate the fact that they're labeled Gen Z because I'm like, looks like TikTok and all that. But honestly, I think our generation is very what's that word, groundbreaking or whatever, like, you know, like
I feel like we're up there in the groundbreaking.
We're right next to the millennials.
But millennials like to take all the credit.
They
for
do.
it. They do like to take all the credit.
But
for
they're
that.
lazy as hell sometimes too. What the fuck? But it's like, you know, I'm born 2001, so it's like it would. Yeah, I grew up with like stuff that was in the 90s as well. But it's like, you know, I take pride in the fact that we came from the new millennia, and you know, it's like it's just.
I'd be clinging to the fact that I was conceived in the 90s.
Oh, I don't have that.
I'd be like, guys, I'm right there.
We're two different people.
I was a zygote. I was a zygote in the 90s. Please call me an 80s kid.
Yeah, no, I'm like been there, done that. Like, you know, I'm proud of like, you know, our new generation or whatever the hell you call it. Like, you know,
yeah.
Like shout out to like millennials or whatever. Like, you know, no hate to them.
There's I have millennials in my life that like proudly take me in and like see me as equal and not as someone below them, which
the whole thing is so stupid to me though. Like at the end of the day, you're just born a couple years before me. Like, okay, calm down. Fuck.
Also, we just celebrated a party like 2 days ago. Like the fact that people that are in their 20s were like in middle school when I graduated hurts my soul. Yeah. Because one person in particular was like, "Oh yeah, I was in middle school in 2018." I was like, "I graduated in 2018."
Pack it up, Grandpa.
You
should start looking at some retirement homes right now.
Speaking of that, I will be 26.
Damn.
I'll be 26 next month, or when you guys are seeing this month, because I'm probably gonna post this June 1st. Yeah.
Crazy
so.
Age.
Yeah, I know, it is a crazy age. It's like, it's weird because like 25 is considered old, but then 26 is considered young. It's weird. Age is weird.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people go through their crisis from late 23 to probably end of your 20s because it's like we have such expectations for ourselves, but the way that life is set up, I'm gonna say society makes it hard for you to just follow your dreams. It's not as easy as people say. And then obviously when you hit your 20s, you have that like crisis and you're like, what am I going to be in life? But at the end of the day, I feel like you're old when you turn 60. I'm not gonna lie. Like 50 sounds
50,
old too.
50 is getting like, I feel like it's because our lifespans are kind of increasing, which is scary but also like annoying because that means retirement is further away.
True, but life is so short when you think about it. Like
life in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it will be short.
20 years is not that long, and we're gonna go by that in a minute. Like, you know, so.
Actually, our 40s are less than 20 years.
Exactly, and it's crazy because like, from age 0 to 19, you're just a kid.
Yeah.
To 21, you're a kid because if you can't legally drink when you're 18, or like do a lot of things that you can't do when you're 24, then you're just a kid. Like, I don't care what
Just a
people
kid.
say.
Yeah, no, I see like 18, 19 year olds as like
Yeah.
like young like teens,
Yeah.
like they're
Mind
still.
you, it's a fine line because, like, people love to like bring up, oh, I'm 19, I'm a kid, so that means I can like
Well,
David.
you're a kid in the sense that like you don't have a lot of life experience,
Yeah.
but like you are at an age where you should know a little better. Like,
Mhm.
not saying you should have everything figured out, but you
Mhm.
should know a lot better than as you
Yeah.
were a kid, like
You're
an
still
actual
young.
kid.
Yeah.
You're young, but you're not like a child. Like, you don't know
Exactly.
anything. You've had
Yeah.
some, but not a lot of experience.
You really start feeling it when you're 24. Granted, that's
Oh
the
yeah,
age that you can do a lot of things.
yeah.
So,
24, oof, 24 to 25. I have been just going through it,
yeah.
but honestly, I've gotten a lot better. I think that's coming close with age. I feel like now that I'm turning 26, I'm in a much better headspace than I was for 24 and 25. Um, and yeah, like I think, um, we like as we get older, time goes by a lot faster.
True. I
It
just
is going
ignored
by
it.
fast.
I just ignore it.
Now you just ignore
I'd
it.
be
Yeah.
disassociating, but that's not good because time is going by fast and
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, we've now been living here for almost 3 years, and it felt like
Period.
we just got here.
Yeah.
Um, and like COVID was 6 years ago, which is crazy, because I remember when COVID, like I remember when everything like shut down. I
Speaking
remember
of,
the day. It
mhm.
was like what, March 13th, I think,
It
or
was
my 19th. Is it?
February 21st on my birthday, I believe, around that time. I know
They talked about it, but I don't
they
think they
talked about
shut
it.
everything down till like the March.
You're right. I only bring that up because I know I had tickets for the BTS tour with my friend at the time, and that shit was canceled. So I remember it vividly.
A lot, and the COVID babies. I feel bad for the COVID babies because like they were born during like a really crazy time, but like
COVID babies is crazy. Like,
COVID babies
Jesus
is crazy.
Christ.
But like that's what you are. Another thing that I forgot to mention about like how like millennials and Gen Z, we are raising the same generation. We're both raising Gen Alpha and Gen Betas. Like, that like the fact that you come for us is crazy because like, or make us seem like children when we literally raising the same
But
children.
Gen Z is like widespread because like
Gen Z is widespread, and
Yeah.
I consider anything past like
Yeah,
2006 as like a different generation.
that's
like,
true.
Because
Yeah.
that's when like smartphones started like
But-
to actually like, and like the world did change.
But when
around
does
that
Gen
time.
Z end? 2010?
2012.
2012 is fucking crazy.
2012, and that's why like I get like that's why I don't associate a lot with Gen Z, because like Gen Z, a lot of like what people talk about in terms of Gen Z is around like 2005 2012, really.
Really?
They don't really talk about like our age, because like our age is like we're like aging out.
That's crazy that because like I guess like you have a different For You page than me because it's usually them ignoring kids born 2001 primarily because 2000 is a thin line that you walk on. You're literally the starting of a new millennia.
Yeah,
so you
I'm
could
the
be
thin
either
line.
or. So it's different. I feel like that 1 year makes a big difference because
Yeah,
2000
9/11 did happen.
it's usually 2000 it's usually 2001 to 8
Uh-huh.
that they like focus on, but it's like it's like a mixture of that because it's like I feel like I associate a lot with Gen Z because yes, we're not old, but we're around our age. But like my sister is like 20, she just turned 20.
20?
And I still like have the same humor, I still have the same like talking points with her and such. But if I mean I have a coworker that's 16, and I feel like we crazy thing to say. I feel like we relate.
Oh, God.
Crazy thing to say, But it's like if I was talking to like someone, I don't know. I guess I just like pick up things a lot because I literally got on the bandwagon for Skibbity Toilet, and that's like
you did. I was like, oh my fucking God, no.
It's not hard to understand.
You lost the plot there.
Yeah, but I also have enough like sentience, if that's the word, to know when to stop it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these new kids, unfortunately, are brain dead. Unfortunately, it's very sad.
It is sad. Like there. I was just like looking at like this 22-year-old talking to like these 7, 6-year-olds. Oh God.
You need to go to prison, bro.
Oh no.
Oh.
It was like at a I forgot what it's called.
it-
Like it was outside or something.
okay.
He was. I think it was like a coach or something. Not a
Oh,
coach,
because I was
but,
like, if you have friends
No,
who
no.
are like 7, 8 year olds.
No. Well, I don't know the full context of what's going on, but
True,
like
yeah.
I think they were at like a gymnasium or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was asking kids. He was like, "So what's like the slang you guys use, right?" Or like I forgot what he said, but like basically the slang. And they're like, "Oh, we use like 6, 7." I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" And he wanted to know if he could like he knows each one. So the first one was 6, 7 or whatever. And I was like, "Oh god, fucking that bullshit." And then the next one was like the Italian brain rot, which he didn't know.
I don't know that one.
The tun tun sahur.
No, I don't know that. What the fuck is that?
Cappuccino. Wait, was it ballerina cappuccino or something like
I'm
that?
I'm so mad that I can get behind it. So
It's AI like brain rot.
I know what you're talking about. I'm so mad. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
on my For
weird.
You page.
You know what's funny? At my job, they have cards now.
Oh
Of
no, that's bad.
I saw Tun Tun Sahur.
That's
My
bad.
friend's favorite. If you know who I'm talking about.
Oh.
The one that's right there.
That shit is funny as hell. I'm not gonna
Tun
lie.
Tun Sahur.
Have
His
you seen
favorite.
Have you seen the dancing videos of it?
Yeah. Oh my god. And don't get me started on the fucking AI fruit island.
Oh, I don't know that one.
You don't know Fruit Island one? It's literally like these drama, like literal drama, like cheating scandal type things with fruit caricature.
Brother,
characters. It's
Pick up a book. Go read The Hungry Caterpillar. I don't fucking know.
the Hunger Caterpillar is crazy. Yeah, but no, these kids were talking about stuff like that, and he was like getting some of it. I didn't even get most. Like, there's some. I knew the Italian brain rot only because of him, but other than that, yeah, like he's the only one that like loves that shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, these kids are like knowing all this stuff. I have like my cousin, her kids are also Gen Alpha, and they also like talk with that slang and stuff like that too.
Okay, talking in that type of slang is crazy.
They say, oh, I say ironically, but like they legit be like, let's go chat. They're not talking on a live stream.
Oh, I do that.
Like lock in chat or like some shit like that. I'm like,
It's funny.
they grew up with like streamers.
Yeah.
So
But you see,
that's the crazy part.
The thing is, you have to be able to switch in between though. Like if that's just your language, then that's crazy. But if you can switch from like actually talking like a human, and then having your fun languages, then okay, like because we have that too.
Yeah, we like sometimes slide
We had
into that stuff.
Oh
my god, the fucking that dang 2016 was a
hydro
time.
flask.
2016 was a time. I kind of want to talk about 2016 for a second, because what like. This is why I need a vlog again, because
True.
Tell me why in 2016 when we were filming at the mall, we were talking about the Kylie Jenner lip kit. We had the Trillers.
The fucking Trillers, bro. We gotta bring that back.
Yeah, like the freaking time capsule city in my vlogs, as well as like 2020 during the pandemic. I vlogged that shit. I vlogged right as it was happening from February to March.
Mm-hmm.
I was vlogging that time frame, and then actual COVID lockdown time. I vlogged both. So like I have like history saved.
Yeah.
Like
it's crazy because it doesn't even feel like time has passed. Like you look at the year and you're like, damn, 2027 is gonna be here soon, but it doesn't feel that much different. It just feels like new things have been added into little cracks,
that's exactly how it feels. It just feels
Yeah.
like things have been added, but it doesn't feel like years have gone by.
Like, I don't feel that disconnect from like kids like that as much as probably like our parents felt with us. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. I like for me, I see a difference even with like 19-year-olds. Because like I have coworkers that are like 19 in my second job, and they call me old. They be like a 21-year-old was like, like cause he was like, oh, this is my first job, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, how old are you? And he was like, oh, I'm 21. I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, how old are you? Yeah, he was like, I'm a little late. And I was like, oh, and I was like, did you go to school? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
But everything else, I was like, oh, like, and okay, like whatever. He's like, oh, how old are you? I was like, oh, I'm 25, turning 26 next month.
Damn.
He was like 26 years young. I'm like,
aww.
I was like, damn, wait, because you only say that to old people. You only say that to old people where you're
I
like,
would have went straight to HR.
Like 30 years young, like, damn. Not HR, that's crazy. But
because you got fucking jokes.
yeah, no, and then I had another coworker. He was 19 at the time. He's 20 now, but like he was 19, And he was like, oh, because we were talking about high school. He was like, oh, how long ago was that for you? I was like 8 years.
Damn.
About to be 9. Actually, no. No, it's 8 years.
You
Yeah.
see, you gotta speak their language. You're lucky I can't count.
What?
That's the type of shit they would do.
Yeah, no, and it's funny because they're technically Gen Z too, but like we're there's such an age gap between. Cause like I'm closer to like young millennials than I am to most of Gen Z.
I feel like it's also like how you grew up too, because it's like the opposite a little bit for me. I feel like honestly, the only millennial I had, if you could even call her that, was my mom. I don't know what you call 80s babies.
They're millennials, but
Okay.
they're like borderline. Like they're the beginning of millennials, just like how there's the beginning of Gen Z. Like we're the beginning of Gen Z.
Yeah.
They're the beginning of millennials. Cause like that's why I differentiate young millennials. Young millennials are the '90s kids.
Okay, cause like I don't count my cousins. I don't count people like that because like they're people that you see here and there. Like it's not people that you spend every single day with.
The ones you grew up around. Yeah.
Exactly. What was I gonna say next? But we were talking about like old, like age and stuff like that.
Yeah. No. Like I just think. That...
Oh wait, sorry.
No,
I remember what I was gonna say. Like so at work I have this coworker, right? Or like my friend, or if she ever sees this video, I don't know if she's ever gonna see it. But like she was telling me how this customer who's around our age, because she's like 2 years younger than me. Maybe she's like 3 years younger than me. It's not that crazy. But she was saying how a customer our age in the middle of that couldn't count, bro. He couldn't count change. So that's,
I know that's a generational thing and just a personal one.
It could be both. It could be both. Because she was like, kids these days really are stupid, and I'm like, when does it start? When does it end? Because it's like it's generational. Apparently, it's not only Gen Alpha, Gen Beta that have that problem.
You know, Gen Z. I mean, I've struggled in school, so like I get it, but like I don't.
He
feel
couldn't
like
count change, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a little crazy. That's a fundamental that you learn in like 3rd grade.
And it was like dollar bills.
Oh, that's even easier.
Yes.
Actually, no. Like, I'm a cashier. I haven't touched money in years. This is like my
Yeah.
first cashier job in like 7-8 years, and I know how to count like change. I'm pretty quick with it too. Like I'm surprised. I'm not good with math, but like counting change is like easy shit.
I guess it's just a downside of just being too reliant on digital assets instead of just going back and forth between both. You're just setting yourself up.
You know, pretty much.
Yeah. So it really just boils down to what, like, how the person is, you know. You're still young at heart.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of my 10-year anniversary because it has been 10 years since I started like my YouTube channel.
Take a shot.
Take a shot. You know what? I'll
take a little sip. It's Kool-Aid. It's not gonna like fuck you up.
Yeah, it's not gonna fuck me up. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna fuck me up anyways. That baby ass drink.
I'm already fucked up since we started recording.
Yeah, no. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so it's been 10 years since I started my YouTube channel. Well, actually no, I started my YouTube channel back in 2013. Only posted one video in 2014. Didn't post till 2016 really. So I posted our couch video.
Our controversial vlog.
We had a controversial vlog.
Oh, that's not vlog. Our controversial video. Edit that.
I'm not editing that. Stop making me do more work. Come correct. No, what was I gonna say? No, it was the couch video or health class for my health class.
Oh, that.
That was like technically the first video if you don't count the 2014
video. You know
video.
what's funny? I had the same haircut now
you do?
that I had full circle.
No, it kind of was a full circle because like, your hair was like a lot more like in your face, like in.
I had that Ellen DeGeneres cut.
Yeah, you have volume.
He told me that he didn't think I could speak English because of how I looked. Fresh off
I'm
the boat.
sorry.
It's okay.
It was because you were mute. I was like, he doesn't speak English.
I mean, to be fair, I thought he was in a gang because he had a tattoo.
I did. It's still here. People thought it was fake though. In high school, they were like, "Is it fake?" And it was like fresh, so I was like trying to scratch it, but like it was hurting, cause like.
Ooh.
But I was trying to scratch to show that it's not fake.
Girl.
I mean, like what? How long have I? 11 years later, and I still got it, so I don't think it's fake.
It's a beautiful tattoo.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't regret it at all. I was 15.
Mhm. Mhm.
I was a badass kid. And then look, you think this is an addiction? I still got more
If
tats.
my mom saw you, she'd be like, "What are you, a gangster?"
I know, right? I
I'm
wish.
kidding.
No, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, no, 10 years of like creating content. I think one of my like first big projects for 2016 was my one episode series roommates, which is so funny. I manifested roommates, and
Mhm.
what's funny is that there was four of them.
It's funny.
It was three characters that were crazy, and then the one character that came in
Yeah.
as like the newbie, and like the fact that I manifested that into my life is kind of crazy
Yeah,
because
so
I ended
true.
up with three other roommates.
This house has been ran through.
This house has been ran through, but we
Yeah.
made it and we're still here.
Yeah.
We're the last two originals.
Yeah. We're the OG.
We're the OGs of this house. But yeah, no, I think like seeing how my content has evolved since then is cool to see because like I feel like now I have a more sense of what I want visually, which is why it takes me longer to make things because I want them to be as visually striking as possible and I just don't want to half-ass anything anymore. Not to say all my shit was half-ass. I did put a lot of energy and time into everything I made, but there was some that were better than others. My web series, I think you remember, In Hiding.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, you remember In Hiding? Yeah, that shit's gonna be 10 years old next year. I can't believe I started that shit when I was 17.
Didn't I help you film parts of that?
You did. Well, season two. But
Season
yeah.
2, yeah.
You were in like one episode.
Hey man, I made the cut.
You were in one episode.
I'm in the credits.
You're in the credits. Yeah. In Hiding. Wow, I can't believe In Hiding is gonna be 10 years. Um, and Diane's Experience. You were in Diane's Experience too.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. You were a little ghost girl.
I was.
My doll. I need my doll. Yeah, no,
It
that
was
was
fun.
that was and you were in my vlogs too. Like you were in a lot of vlogs actually.
Maybe like next like house party or get together we could like show the people our like
Our vlogs.
yeah,
Oh my
or,
god.
like parts of our like scenes or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my god. I low key kind of wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like bore people with my shit.
Brother, they were singing musicals. I'm sure you could do that.
Yeah. No. I mean. Okay. Yeah. I think next time I'm probably gonna force everybody to be like, guys, watch my shit.
Maybe not everything, but just
No,
like,
I'm not gonna.
yeah.
I have 400 videos. I'm not.
No,
showing
yeah, I didn't
everything.
mean like that. Like like just like
I'll show the
best
main
ones.
things, the
Yeah.
best things that I got. I'll
Yeah.
show them like maybe I'll show them the trilogy of Diane's Experience. That's like 40 minutes in total. And then I'll show them Looking Mirror because that's like the best short film I did so far, which I'm gonna plan on making another short film very soon. Literally by Friday, hopefully I'll make it. And yeah, like I don't laugh at me.
No, I'm not laughing at that. I'm thinking about the commentary. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I do love the things I've created, and I'm so happy that you have been a part of that journey.
Of course, it's a fun journey to be a part of.
Yeah, no, like it's also really cool to look back on and be like, we were so young and we were like,
Yeah.
we just didn't know things.
A time capsule.
It is very much a time capsule, and that's another reason why I actually started vlogging and like creating things in the first place because I knew when I was even younger than that, I wanted to like have something to look back on because I love nostalgia. I'm a sucker for nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I knew I wanted something to look back on, so I was like, I'm gonna film stuff because I know in the future I'm gonna look back at these and like I have fond memories. Since I couldn't do that when I was even younger than that, so I was gonna do it now. So I started in 2016. It's been 10 years, a whole decade, and I'm still here making bullshit on the internet. But yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah, it's been a journey, and I'm really happy with everything I've made, and I also don't delete shit. I really don't. I'm very much I keep it no matter if it's cringe or just terrible. I mean, In Hiding, hot mess of a show, hot mess of a show.
But it's
But
fun. It's
I
memories.
learned a lot, and it was
Yeah.
a huge learning experience. It was a
Memories.
learning for my writing, my filming, everything. So without that show, I wouldn't probably be where I am now. So like I have a lot of thanks to give to that show, to Danny's experience. What's another big thing I did? I guess my vlogs. My music. Oh my god, my music. That's the last thing I want to talk about before I like end this. My music has been crazy. The music videos I feel like are getting even better because like
The cinematography definitely.
yeah, cinematography is getting better. This is also because I'm trying a little harder. I obviously I could go harder on the cinematography, but like I just try to get this shit done. Try to get it done. I have 10 music videos to do. I got 3 out of 10, so I'm getting there. And I think with my music, I started like my first big song was Red, which I love Red, but like I did not want that to be my number one song. I really didn't. That song, I was like, I'm gonna make a song about my red hair. Well, it wasn't about my red hair, but like, it was basically about my red hair, cause I had red hair at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the song was about obsession, and whatever.
Yeah.
Then I made like a little EP called The Monster They Keep, which is a whole obsession album.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second album was Yin Yang, which wasn't really that much of a yin yang. And then I did Life of the Party, which had 10 songs. And then Manic, which had only 8 songs. Honestly, that's my flop album. I love like honestly, I was re-listening to the Manic album, and I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. Like I thought it was a terrible album, but the lyrics and the songs that I chose and stuff like that was not that bad, and like I'm actually really proud of it. I'm kind of sad I didn't do as many music videos. I only got 2 music videos
Yeah.
for that album. Um, but Painted Tears, that album I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of the story I'm telling with it, and I am like the imagination I'm having with the visuals is really fun, and like I'm excited for more. I can't wait to shoot the next one, which I don't want to spoil too much of it, but it's actually gonna be a continuation of the short film. So I hope you guys enjoy the next music video when that ever comes out,
It's gonna
as
be
well as the
fun.
short film.
Hopefully I can get my shit together and we do a duet.
Yes, that's another thing.
Yeah.
I as you saw from a vlog from like 3 years
I'm
ago.
so shy.
I've been trying to get this bitch to freaking make a song for like the past like 6 years. Probably
I
more.
have demos. I do. I be writing. I have my poetry.
I can't. You gotta make just one song, girl. Just one. I'm not asking you to make a whole album. I said one song.
You're right. I gotta lock in.
You gotta log in, girl. You could do it. You don't have to like do crazy instruments. Just use your guitar and sing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna strum the major chords and call it a day.
Yes, that's what I do. That's why I have like 30 songs.
I know. I be thinking I'm like fucking Michael Jackson out here with all these like patterns and shit.
You think
These
you're
ad
Mozart?
libs, right? I really do. I'm living through my name.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just make a song, girl. You could make a song about hot dogs. I don't care. Like just make a song, girl.
You're right.
But all right. I think this is a long episode, so I'm just gonna leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed our rambles and talk.
What is that thing you used to say? Gesundheit?
I don't used to say. I still say it.
Oh.
So yeah, at least you know it. At least you know it. But I still say it.
Okay. Okay.
Someone doesn't watch my current videos.
Whoa! I skimmed through it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's crazy. You're like, all right, you're talking too much. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We can say it together.
Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.